Hello everyone, I am Salma and I welcome you all to JobKar. In today's video, we will discuss some logical reasoning questions from previous year papers. But before starting the video, I want to say if you find this video informative, then do like and share the video. Also subscribe JobKar for latest job notifications and hit the bell icon so you can get all updates from JobKar. So without any further delay, let's get start the video. Direction for the question is, in this series you will be looking at both the letter pattern and the number pattern. Fill the blank in the middle of the series or end of the series. So the series is SCDTEFUGH blank WKL. So we can clearly see यहाँ टू सीरीज पैरेलली जा रही हैं. पहली सीरीज है एस से टी से यू, देन यहाँ जो लेटर है वो क्या आ जाएगा वी. देन जो सेकेंड सीरीज है वो क्या है सी डी EFGH, देन यहाँ क्या आ जाएगा IJ एंड यहाँ क्या है KL है. सो जो ब्लैंक है उसमें क्या आएगा VIJ. सो आंसर ऑफ दिस क्वेश्चन इज ऑप्शन सी VIJ. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज द सीरीज इज JAK KBL LCM MDN एंड ब्लैंक. सो यहाँ पर थ्री सीरीज पैरेलली जा रही हैं. फर्स्ट सीरीज है J2K K2L L2M एंड M से यहाँ क्या आ जाएगा N. सेकेंड सीरीज है A2B B2C C2D एंड D से यहाँ क्या आएगा E. देन जो थर्ड सीरीज है वो है K2L L2M M2N, देन यहाँ N से क्या आएगा O. सो यहाँ जो ब्लैंक है उसमें कौन सा आ जाएगा NEO. सो राइट आंसर इज ऑप्शन बी. Direction for the question is, remember you are looking for the word that does not belong in the same groups as the others. Sometimes all four words seems to fit in the same group. If so, look more closely to further narrow your classification. The question is, which word does not belong with the others? Options are 2, 3, 6 and 8. So we can clearly see 2, 6 and 8 all are even numbers, but 3 is odd number. So right answer is option B. Direction for the next question is, the words in the bottom row are related in the same way as the words in the top row. For each item, find the word that completes the bottom row of word. So top row is walk, skip and run, and bottom row is toss, pitch and question mark. So walk, skip and run represent करते हैं continuum of movement को, and skipping is faster than walk and running is faster than skip. एंड जो बॉटम रो है उसमें टॉस एंड पिच ये रिप्रेजेंट करते हैं कॉन्टिन्यूअम इज अबाउट थ्रोइंग एंड पिच इज फास्टर देन टॉस एंड हर्ल इज फास्टर देन पिच. सो राइट आंसर इज ऑप्शन बी. डायरेक्शन फॉर द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज, द लॉजिक प्रॉब्लम्स in this set presents you with three true statements, fact 1, fact 2 and fact 3. Then you are given three more statements labeled 1, 2 and 3, and you must determine which of these, if any, is also a fact. One or two of the statements could be true, all the statements could be true, or none of the statements could be true. Choose your answer based solely on the information given in the first three facts. So fact 1 is all chickens are words. Fact 2 is some chickens are hens. And fact 3 is female birds lay eggs. So we will solve this question with the help of Venn diagram method. So फैक्ट 1 इज ऑल चिकन्स आर वर्ड्स एंड फैक्ट 2 इज सम चिकन्स आर हैन. सो इसको कैसे ड्रॉ करेंगे, ये हुआ चिकन एंड चिकन का कुछ पार्ट आ जाएगा हैंस, एंड जो फैक्ट 1 है वो क्या है ऑल चिकन्स आर वर्ड्स. सो चिकन्स का जो पूरा का पूरा पार्ट है वो क्या हो जाएगा वर्ड्स हो जाएगा. स्टेटमेंट 1 क्या है ऑल वर्ड्स ले एग्स. सो अकॉर्डिंग टू द फैक्ट दिस इज नॉट ट्रू एंड स्टेटमेंट 2 इज सम हेंस आर वर्ड्स, सो सम हेंस आर वर्ड्स इज ट्रू बिकॉज हेंस का जो ये वाला पार्ट है ये वर्ड्स के अंदर आ रहा है, दैट मीन्स बर्ड्स का कुछ पार्ट हेंस होगा। एंड स्टेटमेंट 3 इज सम चिकन्स आर नॉट हेंस, सो ये भी राइट होगा बिकॉज चिकन्स का जो ये वाला पार्ट है ये हेंस नहीं है, सो ये भी राइट हो जाएगा। सो राइट आंसर होगा ऑप्शन सी 2 and 3 ओनली राइट। डायरेक्शन फॉर द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज रीड द क्वेश्चन केयरफुली एंड चूज द करेक्ट आंसर। Daniel has been visiting friends in Ridgewood for the past 2 weeks. She is leaving tomorrow morning and her flight is very early. Most of her friends live fairly close to the airport. Madison lives 10 miles away. Frances lives 5 miles away. Samantha 7 miles. Alexis is farther away than Frances but closer than Samantha. Approximately how far away from the airport is Alexis? So according to the question, Alexis is farther away than Frances, who is 5 miles away, and closer than Samantha, who is 7 miles away. सो इसका जो आंसर है वो 5 and 7 के बिटवीन आएगा। सो यहाँ पर 5 and 7 के जो बीच वाला ऑप्शन है वो क्या है, 6 माइल्स। सो राइट आंसर क्या होगा, ऑप्शन डी 6 माइल्स। Direction for the next question is read the below passage carefully and answer the questions. 5 cities all got more rain than usual this year. The 5 cities are Last Stand, Mile City, Newtown, Oleopolis and Polburg. The cities are located in 5 different areas of the country: the mountains, the forest, the coast, the desert and in a valley. The rainfall amounts were 12 inches, 27 inches, 32 inches and 44 inches and 65 inches. The city in the desert got the least rain. The city in the forest got the most rain. Newtown is in the mountain. सो यहाँ पर टोटल 5 सिटीज़ हैं। फर्स्ट सिटी कौन सी है, लास्ट स्टैंड। सेकेंड सिटी है माइल सिटी। थर्ड सिटी है न्यू टाउन एंड जो फोर्थ सिटी है वो है ओलियोपोलिस। फिफ्थ सिटी है पोलबर्ग। एंड अकॉर्डिंग टू द स्टेटमेंट न्यू टाउन इज इन द माउंटेन, सो न्यू टाउन के आगे लिखेंगे ये कहाँ पर सिचुएटेड है, ये माउंटेन एरिया में सिचुएटेड है। देन लास्ट स्टैंड गॉट मोर रेन देन ओलियोपोलिस। माइल सिटी गॉट मोर रेन देन पोलबर्ग बट लेस रेन देन न्यू टाउन। ओलियोपोलिस गॉट 44 इंचेस ऑफ रेन, सो ओलियोपोलिस के सामने लिखेंगे 44 इंचेस रेनफॉल हुआ है ओलियोपोलिस में। देन जो लास्ट स्टेटमेंट है वो क्या है, द सिटी इज द माउंटेन्स गॉट 32 इंचेस ऑफ रेन। सो यहाँ पर न्यू टाउन कहाँ है, माउंटेन्स में है एंड यहाँ पर कितना रेनफॉल हुआ है, 32 इंचेस रेनफॉल हुआ है। एंड यहाँ पर एक स्टेटमेंट है जिसमें है माइल सिटी गॉट मोर रेन देन पोलबर्ग बट लेस रेन देन न्यू टाउन। सो न्यू टाउन से लेस रेनफॉल हुआ है माइल सिटी में। सो यहाँ न्यू टाउन में कितना रेन हुआ है, 32 इंचेस एंड 32 इंचेस से लेस क्या है, 27 है। सो यहाँ माइल सिटी में कितना आ जाएगा, 27 इंचेस रेन आ जाएगा। एंड यही स्टेटमेंट में क्या है, माइल सिटी गॉट मोर रेन देन पोलबर्ग एंड यहाँ पोलबर्ग से ज़्यादा बारिश हुई है। दैट मीन्स पोलबर्ग में कितनी हुई होगी, 12 इंचेस। सो जहाँ पोलबर्ग है वहाँ क्या करोगे, इसके आगे 12 इंचेस लिख दोगे। देन जो लास्ट रेनफॉल है वो कितना है, 65 इंचेस है। सो यहाँ लास्ट स्टैंड के सामने लिखोगे 65 इंचेस। एंड जो स्टेटमेंट 1 है वो क्या है, द सिटी इन द डेजर्ट गॉट द लीस्ट रेन। सो सबसे लीस्ट रेन कहाँ हुआ है, पोलबर्ग में। सो ये कहाँ पे आ जाएगा, डेजर्ट एरिया में आ जाएगा। देन इसके बाद सबसे ज़्यादा रेनफॉल कहाँ हुआ है, फॉरेस्ट एरिया में। सो लास्ट स्टैंड के सामने क्या आ जाएगा, फॉरेस्ट एरिया। सो यहाँ पर फॉरेस्ट एरिया हो गया, माउंटेन एरिया हो गया, डेजर्ट एरिया हो गया। एंड जो लास्ट स्टेटमेंट है उसमें है द सिटी इन द माउंटेन्स गॉट 32 इंचेस ऑफ रेन, द सिटी ऑन द कोस्ट गॉट 27 इंचेस ऑफ रेन। सो 27 इंचेस रेन जहाँ पर हुआ है वो कौन सी सिटी है, कोस्ट सिटी है। सो 27 इंचेस रेन के आगे लिखेंगे कोस्ट सिटी। देन 4 टाइप की सिटीज़ हो गए, फॉरेस्ट, कोस्ट, माउंटेन एंड डेजर्ट। एक सिटी बचा जो है वैली सिटी। सो यहाँ ओलियोपोलिस के आगे लिख देंगे, ये कहाँ रहेगा, वैली एरिया में सिचुएटेड होगा। सो जो पजल है उसका सॉल्यूशन कुछ यूँ होगा, लैंड स्टैंड आएगा फॉरेस्ट में और यहाँ होगा 65 इंचेस रेन। माइल सिटी आएगा कोस्ट एरिया में एंड यहाँ पर होगा 27 इंचेस रेन। न्यू टाउन आएगा माउंटेन एरिया में एंड यहाँ होगा 32 इंचेस ऑफ रेन। एंड ओलियोपोलिस आएगा वैले एरिया में, यहाँ पर होगा 44 इंचेस ऑफ रेन। एंड जो पोलबर्ग है वो आएगा डेजर्ट एरिया में और यहाँ होगा 12 इंचेस ऑफ रेन। देन क्वेश्चन क्या है, विच सिटी गॉट द मोस्ट रेन। सो अकॉर्डिंग टू द puzzle, last stand city got the most rain. So answer is option A. Direction for the question is, in each question below is given a statement followed by 2 assumptions numbered 1 and 2. You have to consider the statement and the following assumptions and decide which of the assumptions is implicit in the statement. Give answer A if only assumption 1 is implicit. Give answer B if only assumption 2 is implicit. Give answer C if either 1 or 2 is implicit. Give answer D if neither 1 nor 2 is implicit. And give answer E if both 1 and 2 is implicit. So the statement is, the state government has abolished the scheme of providing concessional air ticket to students. Assumption 1 is, students will not travel by air in future. And assumption 2 is, the students who resort to travel by air can bear the expenses of air ticket. So according to assumption 1, स्कीम के अबोलिशन से स्टूडेंट्स को एयर ट्रैवलिंग से डिस्करेज नहीं किया जा सकता. सो वी कैन से assumption 1 is not implicit. एंड अकॉर्डिंग टू द assumption 2, स्कीम के अबोलिशन से स्टूडेंट्स को एयर ट्रैवलिंग से भी नहीं रोका जा सकता. So assumption 2 is right. So answer of this question is only assumption 2 is implicit. Next question is, statement, the General Administration Department has issued a circular to all the employees informing them that henceforth the employees can avail their lunch break at any of the half-hour slot between 1 p.m. to 2:30 p.m. Assumption 1 is, the employees may welcome the decision and avail lunch break at different times slot. And assumption 2 is, there may not be any break in the work of the organization as the employees will have their lunch break at different time slot. सो assumption 1 से एम्प्लॉयज़ का रिएक्शन डिडक्ट नहीं किया जा सकता है. सो assumption 1 इज़ नॉट इम्प्लीसिट. एंड assumption 2 से डिसीजन का मोस्ट प्रोबेबल कॉन्सिक्वेंस डिनोट हो रहा है. सो assumption 2 इज़ इम्प्लीसिट. सो आंसर इज़ ऑप्शन बी, ओनली assumption 2 इज़ इम्प्लीसिट. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज़, statement is, no regular funds have been provided for welfare activities in this year's budget in the factory. Assumption 1 is, the factory does not desire to carry out welfare this year. And assumption 2 is, budgetary provision is necessary for carrying out welfare activities. सो बजट में वेलफेयर एक्टिविटीज़ के लिए नॉन प्रोविज़न फंड फैक्ट्री के इंटेंशंस को क्लियर करता है कि इस ईयर में फैक्ट्री कोई भी वेलफेयर स्कीम नहीं चाहती है. सो assumption 1 इज़ इम्प्लीसिट. एंड बिना अलोकेशन के कोई भी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन वेलफेयर एक्टिविटीज़ में पार्ट नहीं ले सकता. सो assumption 2 इज़ ऑल्सो इम्प्लीसिट. So right answer is option E, both 1 and 2 are implicit. Next question is, The statement is a large number of people visiting India from country X have been tested positive for carrying viruses of killer disease. Course of action 1 is the government of India should immediately put a complete ban on people coming to India from country X, including those Indians who are settled in country X. And course of action 2 is the government of India should immediately set up detection centers at all its airports and seaports to identify and quarantine those who are tested positive. So the non-infected persons should not be debarred from visiting India. So we can say only course 2 follows. So answer of this question is option B, only 2 follows. Next question is, the statement is the alert blazers caught a group of dreaded dacoits armed with murderers' weapon. Course of action 1 is the blazers should be provided sophisticated weapons, and course of action 2 is the blazers should be rewarded for their courage and unity. So we can clearly see course 1 is not implicit because ये practically viable नहीं है that blazers को sophisticated weapons दे दिए जाएं. However, blazers को उनके courage के लिए reward भी दिया जाना चाहिए जिससे कि वह फ्यूचर में भी अपना स्पिरिट ऐसे ही बना कर रखें. सो वी कैन से ओनली course of action 2 is follows. So right answer is option B, only 2 follows. Next question is, some men are educated persons prefer small families. Conclusion 1 is all small families are educated, and conclusion 2 is some men prefer small families. So we can clearly see conclusion 1 is not implicit because ये ज़रूरी नहीं है कि सारे के सारे small families educated हों, and conclusion 2 is follow because some men prefer small families. So right answer is option B, only conclusion 2 follows. Next question is, the statement is should be scrapped the system of formal education beyond graduation. Argument 1 is yes, it will mean taking employment at an early date, and argument 2 is no, it will mean lack of depth of knowledge. सो आर्ग्यूमेंट 1 इज़ बेग बिकॉज एट प्रेजेंट सभी के लिए बहुत सारे फील्ड ग्रेजुएशन के बाद ही ओपन होते हैं. हाउएवर पोस्ट ग्रेजुएट कोर्सेज को अबॉलिश करने से हायर एंड स्पेशलाइज्ड स्टडीज़ नहीं हो पाएंगी जिससे चीज़ों को बेटर एंड डीपली समझने में परेशानी होगी. सो वी कैन से ओनली आर्ग्यूमेंट 2 इज़ स्ट्रॉन्ग. सो राइट आंसर इज ऑप्शन बी. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज, the statement is should Doordarshan be given autonomous status. Argument 1 is yes, it will help Doordarshan to have fair and impartial coverage of all important events, and argument 2 is no, the coverage of events will be decided by a few who may not have healthy outlook. सो ऑटोनोमस स्टेटस मिलना दूरदर्शन के लिए एक स्टेप होगा जिससे दूरदर्शन इम्पार्शियल कवरेज के लिए इंडिपेंडेंट हो जाएगा. सो वी कैन से आर्ग्यूमेंट 1 इज स्ट्रॉन्ग. देन autonomous status does not mean that the coverage will be decided by a few. So argument 2 is weak. So we can say answer of this question is option A, only argument 1 is strong. Next question is, should government close down loss-making public sector enterprises? Argument 1 is no, all employees will lose their jobs, security and earning. What would they do? And argument 2 is yes, in a competitive world the rule is survival at the fittest. सो पब्लिक सेक्टर एंटरप्राइजेस को क्लोज करने से इस सेक्टर में जो वर्क करने वाले लोग हैं उनका एम्प्लॉयमेंट ख़त्म हो जाएगा. सो वी कैन से आर्ग्यूमेंट 1 इज़ स्ट्रॉन्ग एंड पब्लिक सेक्टर को क्लोज करना कोई सॉल्यूशन नहीं है. सो वी कैन से आर्ग्यूमेंट 2 इज़ वीक. So right answer is option A, only argument 1 is strong. Next question is, the statement is, should India support all the international policies of United States of America? Argument 1 is, no, many other powerful countries do not support the same. And argument 2 is, yes, this is the only way to gain access to USA developmental funds. हमारे इंडिया को सिर्फ मैंडेटरी हेल्प के लिए यूएसए के पॉलिसीज़ को बिना एनालाइज किए ब्लाइंडली सपोर्ट नहीं करना चाहिए एंड हमारे कंट्री को अपना सपोर्ट विदड्रॉ भी नहीं करना चाहिए जस्ट बिकॉज दूसरे कंट्रीज ऐसा करते हैं. सो वी कैन से बोथ आर्ग्यूमेंट 1 and 2 आर वीक. सो आंसर ऑफ दिस क्वेश्चन इज option D, neither 1 nor 2 is strong. The direction for the question is, 3 of the words will be in the same classification. The remaining one will not be. Your answer will be the one word that does not belong in the same classification as the others. So the question is, which word does not belong with the others? Options are tulip, rose, bud and daisy. सो टूलिप, रोज एंड डेजी फ्लावर्स के टाइप हैं एंड वड ट्री या प्लांट का एक स्मॉल लंप है जो डेवलप होने के बाद फ्लावर या लीफ बनता है. सो राइट आंसर इज ऑप्शन सी, बड. Direction for the next question is, each question has an underlined word followed by 4 answers choices. You will choose the word that is necessary part of the underlined word. So the word is book. Then options are fiction, pages, pictures and learning. So book का necessary part pages होता है. बिना pages के कोई भी book नहीं बन सकती. देन सभी बुक्स में फिक्शन हो ये ज़रूरी नहीं है. देन ज़रूरी नहीं कि सभी बुक्स में पिक्चर्स एंड लर्निंग हो. सो बिना पेजेस के कोई भी बुक नहीं होती. सो राइट आंसर इज ऑप्शन बी. Direction for the next question is, choose the picture that would go in the empty box so that the 2 bottom pictures are related in the same way as the top 2 are related. सो ऊपर वाले जो 2 बॉक्सेस हैं इनमें कप एंड बाउल है. सो कप एंड बाउल का यूज़ ईटिंग के लिए किया जाता है. देन ये वैक्यूम क्लीनर है. सो वैक्यूम क्लीनर एंड बैरम का यूज़ क्लीनिंग के लिए किया जाता है. सो राइट आंसर क्या होगा? ऑप्शन ए, बैरम. Direction for the next question is, every one of the following questions consist of a related pair of words followed by 5 pairs of words. Choose the pair that best represents a similar relationship to the one expressed in the original pair of word. So pair of word is tailor and shoot. Options are scheme, agent, edit, manuscript, revise, writer, mention, opinion and implode, building. सो टेलर एंड सूट का सेम वही रिलेशन है जो एडिट एंड मैन्युस्क्रिप्ट के लिए है. सो राइट आंसर क्या होगा? ऑप्शन बी, एडिट एंड मैन्युस्क्रिप्ट. डायरेक्शन फॉर द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज, रीड द ब्लो पैसेज केयरफुली एंड आंसर द क्वेश्चंस. The government of an island nation is in the process of deciding how to spend its limited income. It has $7 million left in its budget and 8 programs to choose among. There is no provision in the constitution to have a surplus and each program has requested the minimum amount they need. In other words, no program may be partially funded. The programs and their funding requests are, so hurricane preparedness $2.5 million, harbor improvements $1 million, school music program $0.5 million, Senate office building remodeling $1.5 million, agricultural subsidy program $2 million, national radio $0.5 million, small businesses loan program $3 million and international airport $4 million. Then the question is, If the legislature decided to fund the agricultural subsidy program, national radio and the small businesses loan program, the only other single program that can be funded is, so according to the question, एग्रीकल्चरल सब्सिडी प्रोग्राम के लिए गवर्नमेंट $2 मिलियन स्पेंड करेगी। देन नेशनल रेडियो प्रोग्राम के लिए $0.5 मिलियन स्पेंड करेगी एंड स्मॉल बिजनेसेस लोन प्रोग्राम के लिए $3 मिलियन स्पेंड करेगी। देन इन तीनों को ऐड करेंगे सो टोटल आएगा $5.5 मिलियन एंड गवर्नमेंट के पास $7 मिलियन है। सो 7 में से $5.5 मिलियन गवर्नमेंट ने इन्वेस्ट कर दिया। सो इनके पास $1.5 मिलियन बचा। सो जो ऑप्शंस हैं उनमें से कौन सा ऐसा प्रोग्राम है जिसके लिए गवर्नमेंट $1.5 मिलियन प्रोवाइड कराएगी या स्पेंड करेगी। सो यहाँ क्वेश्चन में देखें, सो सीनेट ऑफिस बिल्डिंग रिमॉडलिंग के लिए गवर्नमेंट $1.5 मिलियन इन्वेस्ट करेगी। सो ऑप्शंस में ये दिया है ऑप्शन डी में। सो राइट आंसर होगा ऑप्शन डी, सीनेट ऑफिस बिल्डिंग रिमॉडलिंग के लिए गवर्नमेंट $1.5 मिलियन का इन्वेस्ट करेगी। डायरेक्शन फॉर द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज चूज द स्टेटमेंट दैट इज बेस्ट सपोर्टेड बाय द इंफॉर्मेशन गिवन इन द क्वेश्चन पैसेज। The passage is there are no effective boundaries when it comes to pollutants. Studies have shown that toxic insecticides that have been banned in many countries are riding the wind from countries where they remain legal. Compounds such as DDT and toxaphene have been found in remote places like the Yukon and other Arctic regions. The paragraph best supports the statement that option A is toxic insecticides such as DDT have not been banned throughout the world. Option B is more pollutant find their way into polar climate than they do into warmer areas. Option C is studies have proven that many countries have ignored their own anti-pollution laws. Option D is DDT and toxaphene are the two most toxic insecticides in the world. And option E is even a worldwide ban on toxic insecticides would not stop the spread of DDT pollution. So we can clearly see option A is best support to the paragraph because option B में polar regions को mention किया है, so ये paragraph को support नहीं करता है। देन ऑप्शन सी भी पैराग्राफ को सपोर्ट नहीं करता है बिकॉज वी डोंट नो कि कौन सी कंट्रीज ऐसा करते हैं या नहीं करते हैं। देन ऑप्शन डी इज़ रूल्ड आउट बिकॉज पैराग्राफ में ऐसा कुछ भी नहीं है जो इंडिकेट करे कि डीडीटी एंड टॉक्साफिन मोस्ट टॉक्सिक हैं। एंड ऑप्शन ई इलॉजिकल है, सो राइट आंसर होगा ऑप्शन ए, टॉक्सिक इंसेक्टिसाइड्स सच एज डीडीटी have not been banned throughout the world. Next question is, obesity is a serious problem in this country. Research suggests that obesity can lead to a number of health problems including diabetes, asthma and heart disease. Recent research has even indicated that there may be a relationship between obesity and some type of cancer. Major public health campaigns that increase awareness and simple lifestyle changes that will, with diligence and desire, eliminate or least mitigate the incidence of obesity are a crucial first step in battling this critical problem. This paragraph best support the statement. So option A is public health campaigns that raise consciousness and propose lifestyle changes are a productive way to fight obesity. Option B is obesity is the leading cause of diabetes in our country. Option C is people in our country watch too much television and do not exercise enough. Option D is a decline in obesity would radically decrease the incidence of asthma. And option E is fast food restaurant and unhealthy school lunches contribute greatly to obesity. So option A may support the paragraph. Then option B can be ruled out because पैराग्राफ में कहीं भी ये मेंशन नहीं है कि ओबेसिटी डायबिटीज़ का लीडिंग कॉज है. एंड ऑप्शन C एंड E माइट साउंड रीजनेबल एंड ट्रू बट ये पैराग्राफ को सपोर्ट नहीं करते हैं. सो राइट आंसर इज ऑप्शन ए, पब्लिक हेल्थ कैंपेन that raise consciousness and purpose lifestyle changes are productive and to fight obesity. Direction for the next question is each of the following question contains a small paragraph followed by a question on it. Read each paragraph carefully and answer the question given below it. So the paragraph is export and imports a swelling favorable balance of trade, investment and bank balances are not an index or a balance sheet of a national prosperity. Till the beginning of the Second World War, English exports were noticeably greater than what they are today, and yet England has greater national prosperity today than it ever had because the income of average Englishmen working as field and factory labourers, clerks, policemen, petty shopkeepers and shop assistants, domestic workers and other low-paid workers has gone up. The passage best supports the statement that option A is a country economic standard can be best adjudged by per capita income. Option B is a country's balance of trade is the main criteria of determining its economic prosperity. Option C is a nation's economy strengthens with increase in exports, and option D is English trade has continually increased since the Second World War. So we can clearly see option A, a country's economic standard can be best adjudged by per capita income is best support to the paragraph. So right answer is option A. Direction for the next question is in each of the following questions a statement group of statements is given followed by some conclusions. Without resolving anything yourself, choose the conclusion which logically follows from the given statements. So the statement is every library has no book, and option A is books are only in library. Option B is libraries are meant for books only. Option C is no library is without books, and option D is some libraries do not have readers. So option A books are only in library, this is not necessary कि books only library में होगी. And option B libraries are meant for books only, दिस इज़ ऑल्सो नॉट नेसेसरी कि लाइब्रेरी को सिर्फ और सिर्फ बुक्स के लिए बनाया गया है. ऑप्शन सी इज़ नो लाइब्रेरी इज़ विदाउट बुक इज़ राइट बिकॉज लाइब्रेरी बिना बुक के नहीं होगा, सो ये राइट होगा. देन ऑप्शन डी इज़ सम लाइब्रेरीज डू नॉट हैव रीडर्स, ये भी रॉन्ग होगा बिकॉज ऐसा नहीं होता है कि लाइब्रेरीज में रीडर्स ना हो. सो राइट आंसर इज़ ऑप्शन सी, नो लाइब्रेरी इज़ विदाउट बुक्स. Direction for the next question is in each question below is given a statement followed by two conclusions numbered 1 and 2. You have to assume everything in the statement to be true, then consider the two conclusions together and decide which of them logically follows beyond a reasonable doubt from the information given in the statement. Give answer A if only one conclusion follows. Give answer B if only conclusion 2 follows. Give answer C if either 1 or 2 follows. Give answer D if neither 1 nor 2 follows. And give answer E if both 1 and 2 follows. So the statement is video libraries are flourishing very much these days. Conclusion 1 is people in general have got a video craze, and conclusion 2 is it is much cheaper to see as many movies as one likes on video rather than going to the cinema hall. So option 1 is right because nowadays people's को वीडियो क्रेज है, दिस इज राइट। एंड ऑप्शन 2 भी राइट होगा बिकॉज ये चीप भी पड़ता है। सो द आंसर इज बोथ 1 and 2 follows. So right option is option E. Direction for the question is in each question below is given a statement followed by two assumptions numbered 1 and 2. You have to consider the statement and the following assumptions and decide which of the assumption is implicit in the statement. Give answer A if only assumption 1 is implicit. Give answer B if only assumption 2 is implicit. Give answer C if either 1 or 2 is implicit. Give answer D if neither 1 nor 2 is implicit. And give answer E if both 1 and 2 are implicit. So the statement is vitamin E tablets improve circulation, keep your complexion in a glowing condition. Assumption 1 is people like a glowing complexion, and assumption 2 is complexion becomes dull in the absence of circulation. सो जनरली प्रोडक्ट के गुड फीचर्स को हाईलाइट किया जाता है जिससे कि लोग उस प्रोडक्ट की तरफ अट्रैक्ट हो। सो वी कैन से assumption 1 is implicit एंड इट इज़ ट्रू कि यदि आपका सर्कुलेशन इम्प्रूव होता है तो आपका कॉम्प्लेक्शन भी ग्लो करेगा। सो 2 इज़ ऑल्सो इम्प्लीसिट। सो राइट आंसर इज बोथ 1 and 2 आर इम्प्लीसिट। नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज द स्टेटमेंट इज इफ़ यू हैव एनी प्रॉब्लम ब्रिंग देम टू मी। assumption 1 इज यू हैव सम प्रॉब्लम्स एंड assumption 2 इज आई कैन सॉल्व एनी प्रॉब्लम। सो स्टेटमेंट में ये जो वर्ड इफ़ दिया है ये शो करता है दैट यू डोंट नेसेसरीली हैव प्रॉब्लम। सो 1 इज़ नॉट इम्प्लिसिट एंड स्टेटमेंट स्टेट्स दैट प्रॉब्लम विल बी सॉल्व्ड बाय मी। सो 2 इज़ इम्प्लिसिट। सो राइट आंसर इज ऑप्शन बी ओनली assumption 2 इज़ इम्प्लिसिट। स्टेटमेंट फॉर नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज read this book to get detailed and most comprehensive information on this issue. Assumption 1 is the person who wants this information can read, and assumption 2 is there are other books available on this issue. So assumption 1 statement को directly follow करता है, so we can say assumption 1 is implicit and स्टेटमेंट के अकॉर्डिंग यह पर्टिकुलर बुक ज़्यादा कॉम्प्रीहेंसिव इंफॉर्मेशन देता है। सो ये एज्यूम किया जा सकता है कि इस टॉपिक पर और भी बुक्स अवेलेबल हो सकते हैं। सो वी कैन से assumption 2 इज़ इम्प्लिसिट। सो राइट आंसर इज ऑप्शन ई बोथ 1 and 2 आर इम्प्लिसिट। नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज statement is the entire North India including Delhi and the neighboring states remained powerless the whole day of 19th December as the northern grid supplying electricity to the 7 states collapsed yet again. Assumption 1 is the northern grid had collapsed earlier, and assumption 2 is the grid system of providing electricity to a group of states in the ineffective system of power supply system. सो स्टेटमेंट में मेंशन किया गया है दैट नॉर्दर्न ग्रिड फिर से कोलैप्स हुआ है, विच मीन्स यह पहले भी कोलैप्स हो चुका है। सो अजम्पशन 1 इज़ इम्प्लिसिट एंड ऑल्सो स्टेटमेंट यह भी बताता है कि सिस्टम में पर्टिकुलर फॉल्ट है, बट स्टेटमेंट यह कंडेम नहीं करता कि ग्रिड सिस्टम में कोई फॉल्ट है। सो वी कैन से अजम्पशन 2 इज़ नॉट इम्प्लिसिट। So right answer is option A, only assumption 1 is implicit. Next question is statement is I can take you quickly from Kanpur to Lucknow via my cab, but then you must pay me double the normal charges. Assumption 1 is normally it will take more time to reach Lucknow from Kanpur, and assumption 2 is people want to reach quickly but they will not pay extra money for it. So according to the statement, narrator asks for double charges to take the person quickly to Lucknow. सो ये इंडिकेट करता है दैट नॉर्मली वो लखनऊ जाने में ज़्यादा टाइम लेता है. सो वी कैन से assumption 1 is implicit. Since one demands extra charges to reach the destination earlier than usual, the person in need would have to pay accordingly. So we can say assumption 2 is not implicit. So right answer is only assumption 1 is implicit. Direction for the next question is, each question given below consists of a statement followed by two arguments numbered 1 and 2. You have to decide which of the arguments is a strong argument and which is a weak argument. Give answer A if only argument 1 is strong. Give answer B if only argument 2 is strong. Give answer C if either 1 or 2 is strong. Give answer D if neither 1 nor 2 is strong, and give answer E if both 1 and 2 are strong. So the statement is, should India have no military force at all? Argument 1 is, no other countries in the world do not believe in non-violence, and argument 2 is, yes, many Indians believe in non-violence. सो assumption 1 इज़ स्ट्रॉन्ग बिकॉज इंडिया को मिलिट्री फोर्स की ज़रूरत है टू डिफेंड इटसेल्फ अगेंस्ट द थ्रेट ऑफ अदर मिलिट्री पावर्स इन द वर्ल्ड. सो द राइट आंसर इज ऑप्शन ए, ओनली आर्ग्यूमेंट 1 इज स्ट्रॉन्ग. Direction for the next question is, in each of the following questions, two statements are given followed by 3 or 4 conclusions numbered 1, 2, 3 and 4. You have to take the given statements to be true even if they seem to be at variance from the commonly known facts, and then decide which of the given conclusions logically follows from the given statements disregarding commonly known facts. Statement is, the terrorists are guilty and all terrorists are criminals. Conclusion 1 is, either all criminals are guilty or all guilty are criminals. Conclusion 2 is, some guilty persons are criminals. Conclusion 3 is, generally criminals are guilty. And conclusion 4 is, crime and guilty go together. So we can clearly see 2 is follows because it is right that some guilty persons are criminals. So we can say right answer is option C, only 2 is follows. Next question is, the statement is, residents from model colony coming under north ward of city X have complained to the ward officer that for last 3 days the tap water in the ward is contaminated and no action is being initiated by municipal staff. Course of action 1 is, the ward officer of north ward should initiate action against residents who have logged complaints against municipal staff. Course of action 2 is, the ward officer should ask his junior officer to visit model colony to assess the actual condition of water with his staff and to get sample of water tested from laboratories. And course of action 3 is, the ward officer should ask ward engineer to check water installation and pipelines in the model colony area. सो अकॉर्डिंग टू द स्टेटमेंट, रेजिडेंट्स ने सबॉर्डिनेट्स का कंप्लेन उसके ड्यूटी के नेग्लिजेंस को लेकर किया है. सो वी कैन से कोर्स ऑफ एक्शन 1 डज नॉट फॉलोज. एंड ऑफिसर का मोरल ड्यूटी है दैट वो रेजिडेंट्स की कंप्लेंट्स को सुने एंड कॉलोनी का वाटर क्वालिटी एंड पाइपलाइन कनेक्शंस को चेक कराएं कि इनमें कोई डैमेज या लीकेज तो नहीं है जिसकी वजह से आगे जाकर वाटर का कंटेमिनेशन हो सकता है. सो 2 and 3 follows. So we can say right answer of this question is option B, only 2 and 3 follows. Next question is, every year thousands of eligible students do not get admission in colleges both of urban and rural areas after passing their school leaving certificate examination. Course of action 1 is, more colleges should be set up in both urban and rural areas. Course of action 2 is the number of schools in both urban and rural areas should be reduced. And course of action 3 is more schools should offer vocational courses to equip students for taking up their vocation after completing their school education. So we can clearly see course of action 1 is follows, because अगर अर्बन एंड रूरल एरियाज़ में ज़्यादा कॉलेजेस होंगे तो इससे स्टूडेंट्स को आसानी से एडमिशन मिल जाएगा. एंड कोर्स ऑफ एक्शन 2 डज नॉट फॉलोज, बिकॉज ये कोई सॉल्यूशन नहीं है कि अर्बन एंड रूरल एरियाज़ में स्कूल्स को कम कर दिया जाए. एंड कोर्स 3 इज़ ऑल्सो फॉलोज. So the right answer is option C, only 1 and 3 follows. The statement for the next question is, should the number of holidays of government employees be reduced? Argument 1 is yes, our government employees are having the maximum number of holidays among the countries of the world. Argument 2 is yes, it is a sign of British legacy. Why should we carry it further? Assumption 3 is yes, it will speed up work and all the pending jobs can be completed well in time. And argument 4 is no, employees must be given ample spare time to spend with their family. सो आर्ग्यूमेंट 1 को देखें तो हॉलीडेज़ को कम करना जस्ट बिकॉज दूसरे कंट्रीज़ ऐसा करते हैं ये कन्विंसिंग नहीं है. सो वी कैन से आर्ग्यूमेंट 1 डज नॉट फॉलोज. एंड आर्ग्यूमेंट 2 को देखें तो इट इज़ अ फीचर ऑफ अ सर्टेन सिस्टम विच वी हैव रिनाउंस्ड. सो 2 भी स्ट्रॉन्ग नहीं होगा. देन आर्ग्यूमेंट 3 को देखें तो यह स्ट्रॉन्ग होगा बिकॉज हॉलीडेज़ को रिड्यूस करने से वर्क स्पीड अप होगा एंड जितने भी पेंडिंग जॉब्स एंड फाइल्स वगैरह हैं वो टाइम पर कंप्लीट हो जाएंगे. एंड आर्ग्यूमेंट 4 को देखें तो 4 इज़ ऑल्सो नॉट स्ट्रॉन्ग बिकॉज अननेसेसरी हॉलीडेज़ को कट करने पर भी एम्प्लॉयज़ को नेशनल हॉलीडेज़ मिलेंगे जिनमें वो अपने फैमिलीज़ के साथ एंजॉय कर सकते हैं. So the right answer of this question is option B, only 3 is strong. Direction for the question is, each question given below consists of a statement followed by 2 arguments numbered 1 and 2. You have to decide which of the arguments is a strong argument and which is weak argument. Give answer A if only argument 1 is strong. Give answer B if only argument 2 is strong. Give answer C if either 1 or 2 is strong. Give answer D if neither 1 nor 2 is strong. And give answer E if both 1 and 2 are strong. So statement is, should cottage industries be encouraged in rural areas? Argument 1 is yes, rural people are creative. And argument 2 is yes, this would help to solve the problem of unemployment to some extent. So argument is not strong because this is not necessary that all rural peoples are creative. And argument 2 strong because cottage industries need to promoted. Statement is, should so much money be spent on advertisement? Argument 1 is yes, it is an essential concomitant in a capitalist economy. And argument 2 is no, it leads to wastage of resources. So argument 1 is strong because the advertisement are the means of introduce people with the product and its advantages. And argument 2 is not strong because advertisement are an investment for better gain and it is not a wastage. So answer of this question is option A, only argument 1 is strong. Next question is direction. In each question below is given a statement followed by 3 courses of action numbered 1, 2 and 3. You have to assume everything in the statement to be true, then decide which of the 3 given suggested courses of action logically follows for pursuing. Statement is the meteorological department has reported that a severe storm is likely to hit the city during the next 48 hours. Course of action 1 is the administration should advise all the business and educational establishment to close down for 2 days. Course of action 2 is the administration should not make the information public as it could create panic among the residents of the city. And action 3 is the administration should active its disaster management program to tackle any possible emergency situation. So the administration should strive to prevent the residents of the city from ensuing danger. This can be done by persuading residents to stay indoors and putting emergency relief operation mechanism to work. Further, the storm is likely to play havoc with the lives of general public. It is comes as surprise to them. So we can say 1 and 3 actions are follows and action 2 does not follow. So answer of this question is option D, only 1 and 3 follows. Next question is direction. Each question given below consists of a statement followed by 3 or 4 arguments numbered 1, 2, 3 and 4. You have to decide which of the arguments are strong arguments and which are weak arguments, and accordingly choose your answer from the alternatives given below each question. Statement is should trade unions be banned completely? Argument 1 is yes, workers can concentrate on production. Argument 2 is no, this is the only way through which employees can put their demands before the management. Option 3 is yes, employees get their illegal demands fulfilled through these unions. And argument 4 is no, trade unions are not banned in other economically advanced countries. So trade unions provide a common platform for the workers to voice their demands and protest and ensure that they are not subdued or exploited. So argument 2 is strong and argument 1 yes, workers can concentrate on production, this is weak. Argument 3 yes, employees get their illegal demands fulfilled through these unions, this is also weak. And argument 4 no, trade unions are not banned in other economically advanced countries, this is also weak. So answer of this question is option B, only 2 is strong. Next question is statement is should government establish higher level institutes of technology IITs be privatized? Argument 1 is yes, privatization will make these institutes financially healthy, competitive and quality conscious. Argument 2 is yes, privatization is the key of the new era, can we survive without it? And argument 3 is no, standard of education of these institutes will fall. So we can clearly see privatization leads to betterment in a bid to win over the others in the field and earn both good reputation and money. So argument 1 is strong and argument 2 and 3 are weak. So answer of this question is option C, only 1 is strong. Next question is direction. In each question below is given a statement followed by 3 assumptions numbered 1, 2 and 3. You have to consider the statement and the following assumptions. Decide which of the assumptions is implicit in the statement and choose your answer accordingly. Statement is during pre-harvest Kharif season, the government has decided to release vast quantity of good grains from FCI. Assumption 1 is there may be a shortage of food grains in the market during this season. Argument 2 is the Kharif crop may be able to replenish the stock of FCI. And argument 3 is there may be a demand from the farmers to procure Kharif crop immediately after harvest. So assumption 1 and 2 provide the most probable reasons for the step taken by the government. So 1 and 2 are implicit, and the food grains have been released during pre-harvest Kharif season. It is evident that the next Kharif crop would replenish the stock. So 3 is also implicit. So answer of this question is option A, all are implicit. Next question is direction. In each question below is given a statement followed by 3 assumptions numbered 1, 2 and 3. You have to consider the statement and the following assumptions, decide which of the assumptions is implicit in the statement and choose your answer accordingly. Statement is television X, the neighbor's envy, the owner's pride. A TV advertisement. Assumption 1 is catch slogans appeal to people. Option Assumption 2 is people are envious of their neighbors' superior possessions, and assumption 3 is people want to be envied by their neighbors. So we can clearly see assumption 1 and 2 direct follows from the statement. So answer of this question is option A, only 1 and 2 are implicit. Next question is statement Bill Clinton is the second Democrat to be re-elected as President of America, the other being the legendary Roosevelt. Assumption 1 is Clinton has the same qualities that Roosevelt had, and assumption 2 is the majority of people in America have faith in Clinton, and assumption 3 is the election campaign of Clinton's rivals was not impressive. So assumption 1 does not follows because it is not necessary that Clinton and Roosevelt have same qualities. And assumption 2, the majority of people in America have faith in Clinton. Clear that majority of people adore Clinton, so assumption 2 is implicit. And assumption 3, the election campaign of Clinton's rivals was not impressive, so this is not necessary that Clinton rivals election campaign was not impressive. So answer of this question is option B, only 2 is implicit. Next question is direction. In each question below is given a statement followed by 2 conclusions numbered 1 and 2. You have to assume everything in the statement to be true, then consider the 2 conclusions together and decide which of them logically follows beyond a reasonable doubt from the information given in the statement. Give answer A if only conclusion 1 follows. Give answer B if only 2 conclusion follows. C if either 1 or 2 follows. D if neither 1 nor 2 follows. And E if both 1 and 2 follows. So statement is the best way to escape from a problem is to solve it. Conclusion 1 is your life will be dull if you don't face problem, and conclusion 2 is to escape from problem you should always have some solutions with you. So we can clearly see 1 and 2 do not follows from the statement, so answer of this question is neither 1 nor 2 follows. Next question is statement never before such a lucid book was available on the topic. Assumption 1 is some other books were available on this topic, and assumption 2 is you can write lucid book on very few topics. So we can clearly see assumption 1, some other books were available on this topic, is implicit. So right answer is only assumption 1 is implicit.